In this quick course session, we will walk through how to configure and upload a GitHub Actions sample schema migration workflow for the Universal Connector application in BMC AMI DevOps for DB2. Before you begin, make sure you've configured your sample config YAML file and created your GitHub Actions variables. Additional Universal Connector quick courses are available on a variety of topics, along with online documentation to support you throughout the process. To help you get started setting up GitHub Actions, 5 sample workflow YAML files are available in the BMC EPD zip file. Open the workflow schema migration sample file in your preferred text editor. This workflow runs the steps defined in the sample config schema migration compare DDL YAML file. Save this file with a new name so you can keep the original file for reference. In the new demo workflow, update the components that control how the steps previously defined in the demo config schema migration compare DDL YAML file are executed. Start by updating the name field with your workflow name. Next, update the runs on field to match the runner you are using. In the container section, update the image name with your downloaded AMI DevOps image path and name, and update the UID value in the options line with the Linux user ID for the user running the self-hosted runner. Then, add a new environment section, called env, to define the job ID variable and its value. This job ID variable will be used wherever it is referenced in the config YAML file, based on the sed command introduced in the next slide. We have described how to create the additional GitHub Actions variables associated with the config YAML inputs in another course. The steps section includes a step named initialization. This step runs Linux sed commands to replace variables with their corresponding values. These variables are referenced within the config YAML file steps. In each sed command, update the sample config YAML file name and path to match your own file. To use the job ID value defined in the workflow, update the sed command so that the variable changes from vars.job_id to env.job_id. The remaining steps in the workflow execute the BMC AMI DevOps schema migration steps. Update each step with your config YAML file name and path. Authentication. Transfer DDL to mainframe. Schema migration, local cat to DDL. Download files. Run JCL to implement schema change. Once all updates are complete, save your workflow changes. Next, upload the demo workflow to GitHub Actions. In your GitHub Actions repository, navigate to the GitHub/Workflows folder. Click Add File on the right and select Upload Files. You can either drag your workflow file or browse to locate it. Add a commit comment and an optional extended description. Select your target branch, then click Commit Changes. Your sample workflow is now configured and uploaded to GitHub Actions. You're ready to run the workflow. Thank you for your time. For more information about any BMC mainframe product, check the video description for links to documentation and related videos.